everyone, it's Friday and I'm here with an unboxing and a tutorial, and I am so excited because it just seems like it was a really good day today. I just, work felt like it went by pretty easily, pretty quickly. I looked at the clock, I'm like, how in the world is it 3:45? I get off in 15 minutes. But I got home and I had a bunch of mail, and in my mail was the Curated Bead Box Sea and Sand, and I'm super excited. Like, this is the time of year where you're getting all kinds of like watery ocean themes and all that kinds of stuff, and it's so fun and so pretty. So I'm super excited to open this up and go through it with you. I'll be right back. Okay everyone, I am back and I've got this all opened up and ready to roll. So let's go ahead and start with our strands, and we're going to start with the 10 millimeters. So the first one on my list are 10 millimeter lime green marble style glass bead, and you get 8 inches. That's really pretty. I love that lime green. Gorgeous. Next on the list is 10 millimeter light turquoise crackle glass bead, and you get 8-inch string as well. Look at even just those two together. Look at how pretty that is. That's like perfect. Love it. Then next we have 8 millimeter grass green crackle glass bead, and you get a 16-inch strand. So this is pretty. It's like a very rich green. It is like a really nice grass green is what I would call it too. It's like such a beautiful green. So you get that one. Then next we have 8 millimeter rust and gray duo style glass bead. So it's kind of like a marbly style as well, kind of like the green one. But this one uses 2 colors, so they call it a duo. So there's gray in it, there's rust in it, there's a little bit of beige, just really pretty colors together. And it kind of looks very beachy, very sand-ish. I like that. Then next we have 6 millimeter crystal crackle glass bead. You get a 16-inch strand. Look how sparkly these are. These are so sparkly. I love those. And I'm glad they gave us a bunch because I'll probably use all of them. Very pretty. All right, so then let's go ahead and get into some of our little mixes. They do these little designer mixes and these other little bead mixes too, and they're always really great. So like this one has approximately 1 ounce ocean designer glass bead mix. Oops, I just lost one. So lots of greens and blues in here, and fun greens. You have all these really bright greens in here, some really like really pretty green crystals, these really nice chunky rondelles. These are really pretty. You have some of these like silvery and blue, very shimmery beads. Just a bunch of really fun little beads that you can use. I always find like, oh look, there's even a couple cube beads. I always find that these are so fun to use on a memory wire bracelet, just to string it, like just the way it is, because the mix is so fun. So that may be a memory wire project in the future. Really cute. Then next we also have 1 ounce of green with silver line glass bead mix. So this is kind of like one of their, to me, it feels like one of their signature beads. So they do a lot of these like little glass beads with the silver line, and I absolutely love them. So in this mix, you get some that are like a barrel shape, and you get some that are like a skinny rondelle shape, almost like a little spacer. So really cool. Those are always nice to have. And I do love that green. Okay, then next, we're coming up on a couple of my favorite items. So this next thing here is 16 millimeters, you get about 1 ounce, 16 millimeters of aqua and brown dyed coconut ring mix. These are fun. So they're not bead frames. There's no holes drilled. But what you can do with these is you could like lay them out and you could use jump rings to connect them, and you could make kind of like a chunky chain and maybe hang some beads from them. That would be really fun too. So those are really cool. We like those. Something very different. Haven't seen anything like that in this box before. Then next we have another approximately 1 ounce of 16 millimeter puka shell beads. Who remembers wearing these on a leather cord in the 90s? Like, these were like all the rage. And the little puka shells. Oh, there's a little broken one. I bet you I could glue like a cute little rhinestone on that or something though. But yeah, these are pretty. Oh, look at this one. This one looks very different from the rest. I like that. So very pretty. Very cool that we're getting some shells in here. I really, really appreciate that. Shells are fun. Okay. Next we have 12 millimeter silver metal spacer beads, and you get 6 beads. These are so awesome. They have the same front and back, and they're that really cool, almost like swirly sunshine pattern to it. Really fun, super cool. I love those. Okay, and then next we have some little ocean friends. We have crabs, starfish, turtles, and turtles, silver metal charms. You get 6 charms. So you have a couple crabs here. That's the front of them. It's the back. Back is very plain. You have a couple starfish. There's the front and the back. And then you have a couple little sea turtles, the front and the back. Very cute. Very, very, very cute little friends. Love them. So let's just put them up here with the beads because they look so adorable. Super, super, super cute. All right, we got one thing left before we get to the findings pack, and we'll talk about the findings pack for a minute. So we have a 58 by 42 turtle silver metal pendant. And here he is super adorable. He's so cute. The only thing I'm kind of curious about is where he's drilled. He's drilled right here in his neck. So looking at him, I'm thinking that taking a couple silver jump rings here and here, and you can still make your necklace this way. And his little head will be poking up above the necklace, but I think that'll be okay. It'll be cute. I think you probably could, if you were really good at the painting, you could probably paint his shell. You could really personalize him. But there's the underside of him. So he's going to be a lightweight, sturdy, but lightweight. So you can team him up with all those heavy duty glass beads and it won't weigh you down either. So very cute little turtle. We have all kinds of little sea friends today. And now we'll talk about their findings pack. This is something that you get in every single box. You don't pay extra for it. This just is part of their special box, what they do. They like to give you findings. They want to make sure that you can make something right away. You don't have to go find anything. All right, so the first thing on our list is, and we'll talk about these because I've used every single one of the products in their findings pack. So here is some memory wire. I have not had to buy memory wire since I've been subscribing to this box. I always get plenty. Now, mind you, I probably make 1 to 2 to 3 memory wire pieces a month. So I don't make a ton of them. So if you are making like a ton of memory wire, it won't be enough for you. You'll need to buy more. But for me, I haven't had to buy any. Their bead wire. I don't know if it's like their brand specifically or, you know, where it came from or whatever, but it is actually really good wire. I actually really like their wire. I actually went through and used up what I had of their wire before I opened another new silver that I had. And then you get stretch cord. Now the stretch cord is enough to do at least 3 stretch bracelets. I do believe I used a stretch cord and I did a watch band, which would have been equivalent to about 3 bracelets, and I still had some left over. So you could probably even get 4 to 5 stretch bracelets out of that. Their toggle clasps are really great. They're sturdy. Their little thing works all the time. It doesn't ever seem to be stuck or broken. So those are great. Their head pins are great. Jump rings are top notch. I love their jump rings. Their ear wires are really nice quality ear wires. Their crimp beads are really nice too. And that's saying a lot coming from me because I am super particular in my crimp beads and crimp tubes because not too many ever work out well for me. But I can tell you that I use theirs as well. Whenever I get them, I use them. So they're awesome to have. So you get all of this stuff, you guys, for 20 bucks a month, shipped right to your door. It's amazing. They don't give you like a retail of what all of this would be, you know, had you had to go and buy it all. But I can tell you that looking at it, it's probably more than $20. Like, it's definitely more than $20. And then if you use Wendy 35, you'll get the 35% off your first month. And so that's a really good try me price. You know what I mean? Try it out. If you love it, awesome. And then you can just keep on going. All right, everybody, I am going to clean this up and then we are going to make something super cute. I'll be right back. Okay, everybody, I am back and you can see I have all the green here, right? I am using a ton of green. I have some of these clear. I have some of the spacers that came in. Of course, I have the turtle. I have some findings here, some that came from their pack. So like the jump rings, the clasp, and the crimp beads, the wire guardians are mine. And I cut 26 inches of wire, and we actually are going to cut this in half. So each side's going to be a 13-inch length, approximately well, we're going to cut 13 inches basically is what I'm saying, but what we use on the other side is going to probably be about an inch less or a little bit more maybe. Okay, so I was thinking about it, and I really do feel like the only way to do this is to jump ring here. So let's try that. I mean, we could also string the wire through, and maybe that actually would be better. So if we strung the wire through and crimped it, you know what? Let me see how close this gets, because if this is like really nice and tight up against the turtle, this might be the way we want to go. Not really sure. I mean, the hole is in an awkward place. I'm not going to joke around about that. It really is. But I feel like we can make it work. I guess it's better through his neck than through his head. That would have been like really not good at all either. But I think it would have been really cute if maybe he hung kind of sideways and it was through like one of his flippers. That would have been really cute. So if we did that and we put our strand through there. Oh yeah, I think that's gonna be fine, you guys. I think that's gonna work out great. We're gonna use a wire guardian so it doesn't rub, and we'll crimp tube it and everything too. So let's go ahead and get both of those sides on, and we'll get started with that. Yeah, I think that's not going to matter. I think it's gonna look really cute. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. I couldn't resist using this little guy. He is just so adorable. I love me some little sea creatures. I really do. They make me happy. Who am I kidding? I love all animals. All right, so let's put our little crimp bead on. Struggling. And our wire guardian. Really having a tough time today. There we go. All right, and then let's just go ahead and wrap that around. And there we go. Pull it back just a little bit. And then we can string that through our jump ring. It'll come out just enough to where the beads, I think that the beads will rest perfectly close to the turtle's head without being like so close that, you know what I mean, like it's overpowering or whatever. But let's go ahead and get that on there. All right, and I'm gonna hold that there and then grab my crimp pliers and just give that a good crimp down and then close up our crimp. There we go. And let's do our other side too while we're at it, so that way we're not trying to maneuver that while one side is strung. So again, we need our crimp bead and our wire guardian. So I know this is simple stringing, you guys, and I'm not teaching you anything that you don't already know. But what I'm doing is I'm doing color. Like I love, you know, sometimes my tutorials aren't gonna be, you know, well, I've done that before. I mean, 90% of my tutorials are things that you've probably done before. My thing that I like to do is I like to build color and pattern and design. That's what I like to do. I'm not reinventing the wheel, you know. I do think outside the box sometimes. Sometimes it works out for me, sometimes it doesn't. But I love to put together colors and patterns and figure out what I think looks best and design. That's what I like to do. There we go. Plus, I think a lot of people like to have a nice, simple stringing project. I mean, it's really relaxing and calming. I mean, I guess as long as everything goes well. It's like, sometimes, I don't know. Let's go ahead and go right up against this little guy. Let's do a little clear one first. Okay. And then let's grab, I got some bead caps for my own stash here. So we're gonna use some of my bead caps just to add a little bit more silver to it, keep that silver going. And I'm at the time of day where I get a weird shadow in my room. So you guys, if you're seeing a weird shadow, it's because it's late evening now. After I'm done with this, I'm going to be jumping in the shower and relaxing and making meal planning for the week. So there we go. All right, and we love green right now. Green is gonna be everything for us. All right, so let's do another bead cap, but we're gonna do it backwards like that. We're not gonna cap off one bead. We're gonna do another green one. I like to bead like this. I like the silver or gold or whatever metal to be kind of at the bottom of the bead, and it's kind of like going up, and you can I think it makes your eye level, like where you're looking. I feel like it makes it different, if that makes sense to you. All right, and then let's do another clear. And then let's do one of these really nice, big, juicy green, lime green, marbly ones. That's pretty. And then if we do another clear, we can throw in one of these silver swirls. I feel like that's too much clear. Well, that one needs to stay. Let's get rid of that one. How about we do the silver swirl next? Then let's do this big green one. Yeah. And then we can do our clear one. Let's do our little bead caps. So I have a open house to go to tomorrow. Friends of ours, their daughter is graduating, and she will be heading off to University of Michigan this fall. So really excited for her. Very smart young lady, very sweet and kind young lady. Looking forward to doing that tomorrow. In the morning though, my husband and I are headed to downtown Kalamazoo. They're having their like sidewalk sale type thing that they do every year going on. But other than that, my husband is organizing a scavenger hunt for his employees at work as a team building exercise. So he's going down there to talk to a bunch of the local people, and they love to get involved in the community. So all the local businesses will be involved, and he's just going to go over some things with them. And while he's doing all that, I'll be looking at the sidewalk sales. So it's a win-win situation for me anyway. But our downtown, if you live anywhere near Kalamazoo, you should always try to come here and visit our downtown. Our downtown is really fun. There's great little shops. One of my favorite little stores is down there. It's a little boutique called Lana's, and I absolutely love Lana's. Very fun stuff. I find a lot of cute little gifts there for people that are very unique and just fun. So it's honestly where I do a lot of my best friends shopping. I get a lot of really funny and cute gifts. We like to give each other like meaningful stuff, but funny stuff too, because we both enjoy laughing so much. All right, so now I do need to save 3 of those spacers for the other side. And so now we're at that point in the necklace where we're like, so what do we do now? Well, I'll tell you what we do now. Now we take a break from that side and we move on to the other side. So we're just gonna let that side hang out for a little bit. Maybe I will grab a thing to clip on to the end there, just so we don't lose our beads. And there we go. And we're just gonna do the same thing over here. Just making our fun green turtle necklace. Fixing that, make sure it goes all the way down over top of the wire there. There we go. These little fun swirly beads are really cool, these spacer beads. I love those. And I do have enough of this beading wire to make a bracelet. So they give you enough to make a decent length necklace and a bracelet. So it's really great. You can get a lot of jewelry out of this one box. I think what else I like about it too is even though the colors go together really well, you can definitely separate it out. That one's a little chipped. So that one we're going to turn around the other way because the chip is right by the hole, and now the bead cap covers it. So if you ever find a little chipped bead, don't be discouraged. There's a way to use it. All right. It's so funny because I think almost always one of my first pieces that I make from a box is a necklace. I don't know why that is, but I think it's usually because there's always a pendant, and it's like, ooh, I want to use that pendant, and like I don't know what it is, but all right. So got that one on there, and now we'll do our clear, our little bead caps. And I chose the little bead caps that actually have like the little leaf pattern on it, so it kind of really goes with it. It's really cute. All right, give me one moment, you guys. I gotta pause this just for a second, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. All right, so now we're out of those spacers, which is absolutely fine. I kind of do want some other spacers though. So let me just look behind me real quick, because I have, you guys, I have so much stuff, so many beads and findings and stuff that I have bought over the last month that I have not put away, and it is out of hand. All right, let me see what I have real quick. I'm taking any volunteers who want to come over and help me put some of this stuff away. I'll pay you in beads. All right, so I have these little cute little knotted ones. I know you guys have seen me use them before. They're one of my favorites that I get. And I think those would look really cute because they're like a little basket weave or like a little knot. So I think those would be a cute little spacer to use. So let's go ahead and do that. Now we're gonna have smaller spacers up at the top here. And that's okay, because sometimes you want the smaller things that aren't as fun and as showy on the bottom part of your necklace anyway. But I just like to use these. They just kind of give you that extra something. So let's use that little spacer, put our green bead on, our big green one like we did before. And we're just gonna keep it with our original pattern until we are to the end and we're complete. Oh, so my son had his interview with Stryker, and the one guy told him that he nailed that interview. So they're making their decision on who they're going to hire on Monday. So he should hear something by Wednesday, which I'm thinking to myself, man, that's a long time to wait, but you know, it happens. All right, so I think we might do our green ones and stop there. And even that might be, yeah, we'll do one green one and stop there. You know what, let's end it with a spacer. I like these. I wonder if that's, you know, that hole's too big because the little crimp bead will just fall right through. All right, so let's finish this up. Let's do another little round here. So we need our little spacer. And then we need our green bead. We need our clear one. Our bead cap. Looks like I pulled out just enough bead caps. And our green bead. Okay. And then, let me make sure I have this lined up right. Yep, and then, nope, I did not pull out enough bead caps, but I have more right here. Looks like I need 2 more. Thought I was at the end there, but not. All right, so bead cap, dark green, little clear guy. Where are you? There you are. And our spacer. And our big green bead. Our clear one. And our bead cap. And our last green bead. And that should be everybody. I'm gonna hold this up to myself to test it out. Okay, yep, that's gonna be perfect. Absolutely perfect. All right, so now that we have that, whoops, sorry, I didn't mean to bump the thing, you guys. Do this here. Clip on one side so I don't scoot all the beads off. All right, so let's get our wire guardian, our crimp beads, and our clasp and jump rings. And I'm just going to make sure that the wire is all the way through at the bottom there, that there's no little wire sticking out. Put on our crimp bead. Put on our wire guardian. And let's go ahead and wrap that around. Pull it down. Put that through our crimp bead. And let's just go through one bead and that bead cap. You always want to, if you do this, you want to come out on the other side of that bead cap. You don't want to be on the spot that where it touches the bead, like where it cups the bead. It'll sit weird because that string. All right. There we go. All right. So now I am just kind of easing back on that a little bit because I don't want it to be so tight that it hangs funny. So pull that up a little, crimp it down, and then close up our crimp. There we go. And then we can cut that off. And then we can do the other side. Our crimp. Yep, looks like we're pushed all the way down at the bottom. Okay, good, we're good. Our wire guardian. Put that through our crimp bead and through that bead and the bead cap as well. Sometimes I wish I had like smaller fingers so I can really get it there. There we go. All right. Whoop. Finger slipped. There. Okay, now we have that. Scoot that down just a little bit. There we go. Okay, got that done. Let's scoot this stuff out of the way. Part of the fun thing afterwards is sorting my beads and putting them back where they belong because I don't want to take the time right now at this point to put them back in the right bins. So it's okay. As soon as I'm done, I'll do it. I've been trying to keep it pretty cleaned up in here just so that I don't have so much to struggle with and have to put so much away at one time. All right, so, oh, we had a little stray clear one just hanging out over there. Let's open our jump rings. Put on our clasp. I'm going to close that puppy up. And then our other jump ring. I'm telling you guys, these jump rings are top notch. I don't know who they get them from, but they are fantastic. Love these. They close nice. They're nice and sturdy. Okay, so here is our cute little turtle necklace, green and turtley. All right, you guys, I am going to try him on and I'll show you, and then that'll be it. See you in a minute. All right, you guys, here's our little turtle friend, and it looks great. I mean, the first thing you see is that turtle pendant, and he is a big boy. But then you see that green, and the green that is like dark and then light and silver, and there's just a lot of visual interest to it. And I love that. And it actually looks nice with what I'm wearing. It looks really cute with what I'm wearing. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope it, if you get this, it gives you some ideas of what you can do with the turtle. I was also looking at the turtle when I was paused, and I will let you guys know. So if you have this, I was thinking of something. So I wish I would have thought of it sooner. So this hole here, what if you took like, I'm just gonna grab what I have available. So if you took like a ball head pin and took like a really pretty little like bead, and like I said, I'm just gonna use what I have sitting here, so it's gonna look funny, okay? But this is something that I was thinking about. All right, and you had this really pretty little bead. Maybe you have something really, really cute that might not even be in this box, but you know it'll fit inside, like on that hole perfectly. So you want something really tiny, but let's just pretend that's really tiny. And who's to say you couldn't like wrap that head pin around and do like a little loop to hang it from behind? Maybe you could, I don't know. It's definitely worth a shot. So I wish I would have thought of that before, because I would have practiced that. I would have tried that first with you guys, and if that wouldn't have worked, then we would have just did what we did here. But I do love the way he turned out. He is super adorable. He is so fun, and he is going to make a lot of my really boring clothes stand out and get noticed. All right, everybody, much love to you all. I will talk to you again soon. I hope you enjoyed the video. Many blessings to you. Bye, guys.